honeys, look what I have here, guys, look. I have a bargain here for everybody. There's a jumper that costs £3.40. £1.25, girls, £1 for a jumper.
Within the past 12 months, roadside trading has almost certainly become a multi-million-pound business in this country. There are probably upwards of 1,000 people now engaged in street and stall trading, and they sell a vast array of goods at prices which seem to defy explanation. Most of them claim that they can do this by simply reducing profit margins. But the reality of the situation appears to be that behind the colourful caravans is a highly organised cross-border smuggling racket. Last weekend in Ballinasloe, many of the traders we spoke to denied this.
Oh, there's a lot of lads at it, all right. You know, there is a lot of lads, well, not around this part of the country, like, but down the country, around Cork and Kerry, there is a lot of lads, all right. But not up around this part of the country.
How are they getting away with that? Surely the customs officers are on duty on the border. How do they manage to smuggle in large quantities of goods?
Oh, well, like, some of them are caught, like, you'll be caught sometime or other. You know, you won't escape the whole time. You know, you have to be caught sometime.
Have you ever tried it yourself?
No, not that line. No, I prefer this line myself. It's safer. It's safer to pay the duty on them.
Martin, can you tell us how you're able to sell these bicycles for little more than half the price they're in the shops?
Well, I buy them in bulk, and you get them at a bargain price. Simple as that.
Are they being smuggled across the border?
No. Been bought in Dublin, down on the docks.
However, Stephen McGinley, whose activities take him to practically every county in Ireland, makes no secret of the fact that smuggling goes on and that it's a very lucrative business.
100% all around.
What would you make in a good season?
Like 7,000 or 8,000.
One. You can have it £9
That's a day.
Yeah.
The extraordinary growth of the street trading phenomenon has understandably angered businessmen throughout the country, and in many cases, electrical and drapery shops are at their wits' end, feeling as Michael Keller does that street traders are getting away with murder.
These people in the square are on the outskirts of any town. They're in a caravan, they're here today and they're gone tomorrow. They have no rates to pay, they have no overheads. If they make £1 in an article, they're quite happy. Any properly run business couldn't live on £1 profit in any article. They must have a realistic profit margin to continue in business, or else they're gone.
Chambers of Commerce and local development associations have already put their heads together to try to have new legislation introduced to ban street traders, but so far they haven't been successful. However, men like Joe Hill, treasurer of Ballinasloe Chamber of Commerce, are determined to curb the activities of street traders.
We feel that as people coming in, they're not trading in a proper manner insofar as that they pay no rates, taxes or rents to anybody, and every place has to be cleaned up after them. So we feel that instead of being an asset to any particular place, they're a liability.
Come on in now, quick. All sizes and qualities here now. A large double bed key here now for £275.
But while the business community may be up in arms over the activities of the street traders and the growth of the new roadside supermarkets, thousands of bargain-conscious shoppers up and down the country are delighted with the cut-price goods on offer, and like farmer John Quinn of Aughrim, they aren't too concerned whether or not the goods have been smuggled into the country.
I got a tyre above in the green for £4. If I went to the garage, I give 16 for it.
And it doesn't. It doesn't.
I'm going up to buy 2 more now today from.
It doesn't concern you that wrench or that tyre should be stolen, should be smuggled or anything else. So long as it's there, you'll buy it.
As long as I'm sold, that's my value. That's what counts.
Whether or not members of the public are in fact getting real bargains or second-rate radios, blankets and electrical goods is open to dispute. The view of Stanley Clark, who owns an electrical goods and cycle shop in Ballinasloe.
I found people who actually come into us with transistors. They'll say, well, I've just after buying this radio down the street, I've paid £4 for it. It won't go. Can you do anything for me? We'd just tell them to bring it back. We couldn't do anything for them. And in 9 cases out of 10, they're just left with the transistor and they lose their £4.
Oh, well, I'm getting plenty of money out of it, like, sure. There's, like, they get the price for their stuff, don't they? Like, they get 3 times the price what I charge. I sell radios there £5. They get 15 for them in the shop.
How much profit do you make on a tricycle?
About 50 pence.
And how many of them would you clear in a week?
Oh, about 50.
One of the biggest worries in business circles south of the border at present is that the cut-price war may in fact threaten the jobs of those in sensitive industries and in small retail outlets. But the traders themselves don't seem to be too concerned about this.
But they don't mind if they put us off the street. What happens to us? No, they don't mind. They don't mind if they put us off the street. They don't mind what happens to us. Why should we mind about them?
Whether or not the street trading phenomenon will continue is open to question, since practically every house in the country must by now be fully equipped with cheap transistors, blankets, umbrellas and toys. But obviously, while the public demand lasts, the caravan traders will continue to ply their trade, playing for high stakes and engaging in a furtive cat-and-mouse smuggling game with customs officials.
The guards wouldn't bother you, just the customs. Oh, sure. Like, the customs don't mind that much. Like, they like to get a big seizure, like to get them crossing the border. They're not going to sell them up here, not that much.
Is any of the stuff in fact stolen in the north and transported?
No. It's all like bought in England, brought into the north, and we buy fellas buy it in the north and bring it up here and we buy it off them.
How long are you going to continue in this line of business?
I'll be giving it up now next week after Ballinasloe. Ballinasloe's the roundup. Started in about next May again.
125, I'm only here for the beer now, girls. I'm not here to make money. I'm just here to make friends. I was never here before. Ballinasloe or Ballinasloe, whatever they call it. You may never see me here again now, girls. They're after turning me loose from a strange country. 125 girls for those jumpers, and I'm selling out a lot. Hello, honey.